A bucket list is a list of things that you want to do before you die that are highly unlikely to actually happen but are really fun to think about. My bucket list is pretty outrageous but not completely unachievable. The first thing on it is to visit Bora Bora. Bora Bora is an island in French Polynesia. It is 2,600 miles directly south of the U.S. state of Hawaii. The island is only 11 square miles. Bora Bora was first discovered in 1769, and when it was discovered, the settlers misunderstood what the natives were saying. They thought the natives were saying Bora Bora, when the real name of the island was Pora Pora. Since then, the name just stuck. If I were fortunate enough to visit this island, I would stay in the world-class resort known as Four Seasons. It offers activities like snorkeling, sailboating, a wonderful spa if you want to relax, and golfing. The only problem is that to stay at one of these resorts, it is about $800 a night per person. It is literally paradise. There are no poisonous animals, fish, or insects found on the island, so if you fall asleep on the beach, there's nothing to worry about, and according to multiple travel magazines, it is the most beautiful place on earth. The second thing on my bucket list is to drive a Bugatti. In 1909, Ettore Bugatti started the Bugatti car company in Alsace, France. After being in existence for over 45 years, the company closed later in 1956. The company stayed extinct until it was purchased by Volkswagen in 1998. Nowadays, Bugatti only manufactures roughly 300 cars a year, because you have to be pretty important to own one. The 2010 Bugatti Veyron costs $2.4 million. The Veyron has 1,001 horsepower and can potentially go 254 miles per hour. This makes it the world's fastest street-legal car. Notable celebrities that own a Bugatti are Simon Cowell, Jay Leno, Tom Cruise, and Chris Brown. The next thing on my bucket list is to meet Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is the best basketball player of all time. He has more awards than anyone else who has played the sport. He has Rookie of the Year, 5 season MVP awards, and 3 All-Star Game MVP awards. On top of these awards, he has 6 NBA titles and 6 NBA Finals MVPs. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2009. He has also won 2 dunk contest awards to go along with all of his other personal accolades. Some of Jordan's stats include averaging 30.1 points in the regular season and 33.5 points in the playoffs. Both of these are NBA records. Jordan was athlete of the 20th century, according to ESPN, and he has done nothing but kept his legacy going because his clothing line makes him about $40 million a year still. The next item on my bucket list is to visit an African safari. The African safari I would like to visit is located between Tanzania and Kenya. The Masai Mara National Reserve is located in Kenya and is the most popular African safari. About 1.5 million people visit this reserve every year. It is actually a very luxurious place, unlike people make it out to be. There are beautiful hotel rooms, and the actual safari trip isn't that miserable or dangerous. On the safari, one group of people, in a span of a couple hours, spotted over 200 wild animals. Surprisingly, the most aggressive animal on the safari is the hippo, and zebras are only naturally found on the African safari. The next thing on my bucket list is to throw out the first pitch at an MLB baseball game. The first pitch at a baseball game marks the end of pregame festivals and means that the game is set to begin. The first time a first pitch was thrown occurred in Japan in 1908. In the U.S., the first pitch wasn't utilized until 1910 when President William Taft threw out the ceremonial first pitch. Since Taft, every president except Jimmy Carter has thrown a first pitch at some point in his time in office. Some interesting first pitches thrown throughout the years include President Taft throwing a pitch 1,100 miles from the field, and the mayor of Cincinnati, Mark Mallory, threw a pitch in 2007 so poorly that he hit the umpire with it and was ejected from the game. The next thing on my bucket list is to learn how to pogo stick. Pogo stick was patented in 1919 by George Hansberg. In that same year, they were supposed to be shipped to the U.S., but on the ship from Europe, all of them rotted due to the water and the fact that they were wood. Years after it was invented, the pogo stick became an international phenomenon. It was the most bought toy in the 1920s. The first steel pogo stick was invented by George Hansberg in 1947 because he wanted to be able to efficiently ship them overseas. Modern-day pogo sticking is actually gaining popularity. A sport known as X-Pogo is on the rise and is basically performing tricks on pogo sticks. Some world records for pogo sticking include jumping for 20 consecutive hours and doing 11 consecutive backflips. These records belong to George Stewart and Fred Grabowski. The seventh thing on my bucket list is to climb Mount Everest. Mount Everest is located in the countries of Nepal and Tibet. It is part of the Himalayan mountain range and is the tallest mountain in the world. It is 29,029 feet tall and has existed for over 60 million years. The first people to successfully reach the summit of Mount Everest were Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay on May 29, 1953. Since then, 4,000 people have attempted to climb the mountain and only 660 have succeeded. Throughout history, 142 people have died while attempting to climb it. The next thing on my bucket list is to visit Hawaii. Hawaii is the most isolated population of people in the world. It was admitted into the U.S. in 1959 and was the last state to become part of the United States. It is located in the Pacific Ocean and is said to be the surface parts of the largest mountain range on Earth. Hawaii from end to end is the widest state. It has over 100 beautiful beaches and is the only state that grows its own coffee. Hawaii has numerous resorts where you can snorkel, play golf, and go on tours of the island. Hawaii is also home to 3 active volcanoes. The ninth thing on my bucket list is to complete the Eagles Challenge. Eagles Restaurant is located in Boston, Massachusetts. It has been open for 40 years and is famous for its Deli Burger Challenge. Thousands of people have attempted to beat it, including Man vs. Food star Adam Richman, but everyone has failed. It is 12 pounds of food total. The burger consists of 5 pounds of beef, 20 slices of cheese, and 20 pieces of bacon. You also have to eat a giant pickle and 5 pounds of french fries. The only catch is you have an hour to do it. The final thing on my bucket list is to go on the world's tallest roller coaster. It is known as Kingda Ka. It is located at Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey. The ride is only 28 seconds long and about 1,400 people ride it every hour. It was constructed in 2005 by Intamin Manufacturing and stands 456 feet tall. It is the world's largest drop-on roller coaster at 418 feet. On top of being the tallest coaster, it was also the fastest until the year 2010. Kingda Ka goes to 128 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds, which makes it the fastest accelerating coaster in the world.